John?
Hey, Jen, how you doing?
I'm awesome. Hey, guys, we are live. I'm so sorry. We're like 2 minutes getting some technical issues out the way.
So we are empowering your future. Welcome, everybody, for all our listeners. And nice to hear from you, Jen, even though it's Monday. Welcome, everyone. Happy Monday.
Absolutely. I completely forgot that it was, I lost track on what day it was, to be honest with you, which is not usually like me. Literally completely.
That's okay. I mean, time seems like it's flying by so fast right now.
I know. Tell me about it. It's like, oh my God, we're already the 21st. Actually, you know what? It is my baby's birthday. And I say my baby, but I should actually be saying my older son's birthday today. He's actually 22 years old. He's not the oldest, but he is my middle child, and he's 22 years old. And it was like, wow. Oh my God.
Wow, time flies by. He's not a baby anymore. He's a man.
I know. I had to correct myself when I was talking to him today on the phone. I was like, "Happy birthday, my baby boy!" And I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, you're a young man. I'm so sorry." I'm like, anyways, I'm your mother, and you'll always be my baby. So that's just how it goes.
That's amazing. I mean, and I'm sure a lot of mothers or fathers probably relate to that. That everything is just a click of a button. I mean, I'm not a parent, but I do have nieces and nephews that are 22, 23, 16. It's crazy, What time just flying by. But happy Monday, everybody. I mean, we have a great show for you tonight, and welcome to all the listeners across Canada and globally that have been following us on our Facebook page, Empowering Your Future. But we've had some really good response from last week's interview with, what is her name again, Jen?
Monica. Yeah, Monica Kunze.
Lovely.
Yeah, Monica Kunze. She's from Authors Without Boundaries. She's a publisher, so she was on our show last week. And you know what? Hold on. Oh my gosh! You see, we just got. I tell you, today is so Monday, and you guys have gotten to experience us being off. So you know what? Let's rewind for 1 second, everybody. Kick off those shoes. Grab your glass of wine or whatever your flavor is, and sit back and let's just chit-chat tonight.
Absolutely. I mean, our theme for tonight is basically diversity, because there's a lot of people not just in the GTA or where we're living right now, asking or inquiring about diversity in all walks of life, since Canada is such a multicultural, country, and especially what's happening in the U.S. right now. And people are asking me, and I'm pretty sure you're getting questions about what's our culture is all about and diversity. And, they just had the election, and they're going through a transition in the U.S., and it's pretty impressive how many Americans are inquiring about our country.
About Yeah, absolutely. I mean, let's not get into the politic aspect of things. But at the end of the day, diversity in itself, Canada is known as a peace country. And we've got every nationality and religion I think you could possibly think of that's on the planet itself. And I have to say, because we basically got a little bit of everything, and you can find something for everyone here, which is the awesome part of it,
Absolutely, and that's what's a beautiful thing about our country and our culture here in Canada. It's, all walks of life, all races, all beliefs, and everybody's different, but we all want the same thing. We all want, we want to live a happy life. Most people, they want to better their life coming here, but also to provide for their family and to have a better future for them. And, we all have different backgrounds, but we pretty much want the same values that most people, with all walks of life want, right? So diversity, but also we all want that, not just inner peace, but inner quality, that the value of life that we want to have.
Yeah.
And, for a better future, right? So it's fantastic that such a diverse country, but inwardly we all want the same thing. It's it's amazing, I think, you know?
We just all want to be loved. We just want love. Don't ask me where that came from. And I haven't even started my wine yet.
No wine for me today. I'm just having water. How was your weekend? Did you have any events that you attended?
Over this weekend, no. We're kind of working on a project that, unfortunately, I'm unable to really discuss the details of it. But it's the beginning of an experience. It's a journey. It's amazing, and it has to do with helping people that really, really, really need it. So when I am able to discuss a little bit more details about that, I definitely will talk to everyone about that. So please, I'm not trying to be mean, and I know it's like one of those, so why'd you even say it, right? But,
Absolutely.
Sometimes things kind of just rumble out because we're excited about it, but then we realize in that moment that, oops, we're also not allowed to say anything yet.
I hear you.
So over the weekend, this weekend I didn't really have any projects. I really try my best not to plan anything or try my best not to do anything over the weekend because that's really the time that I dedicate for my son. The week can be pretty hectic, and evenings sometimes during the week can be pretty hectic with different things or events or, going out into the community and stuff like that. So I really do my best to dedicate my weekends to being with my son, He doesn't get to see me as much as I would like anyways during the week. And he's only 4, Well, he's going to be 5 soon, actually.
Did you team to the Santa Parade?
No, I was going to go downtown, but we ended up going to church instead of going there. And, it was kind of cold out too. And it was one of those, I didn't really want to stand outside in the cold. So we ended up going to church instead, which was amazing. Cause we had a guest in from Chicago. So that was just great. And, then from there, what we'll do is we're going to go to the Santa Parade, but we're going to wait till one of them, cause there's like, I don't know if you guys are aware, but where we are in Toronto, because it's such a big city, and it's very massive, each borough or each kind of, what would you call it down here? Like, how would you call the Toronto and the surrounding areas? Do you call them,
is it GTA? Is it part of GTA?
No, that's not what I mean. See, I'm going to end up coming out with French because I can't get the English word to it. It's like la ville or like the city or like, you've got like Scarborough, Newmarket, Aurora, Brampton. Do you guys call them boroughs here? Little cities? Like, I'm not too sure. It's like the areas within the area is basically what I'm saying. Anyways, bear with me.
Suburbs.
No, it's not just the suburbs. It's the little areas basically. Each area has a name anyways. And each area, because Toronto is so big, most of them have their own Santa Claus parade. Right? So I'll just wait till another one pops up. The big one normally is in Toronto, but then each area basically has their own little
each region or
there we
city,
go. Region, city, whatever you want to call it. I don't know, because it's Monday and the words are really not coming to me.
They had one here for Oakville, like the Santa Parade. It was that was amazing, and it rained a bit. It was a little chilly, but still, there's no snow. That's the best thing, right? And it's nice.
I think I would rather the big, fluffy snowflakes coming down because then it's not cold. And it's more enjoyable. You might get the snow, but it's not cold out. When it snows, those big flakes, it's not, you don't feel the cold. It's not the same. And then it's also more fun because then you can play in the snow while you're waiting for the next float to come by and, all that good stuff.
But, I thought it was great. I was, driving around and they had an area blocked in Oakville. But just seeing some of these little kids, some of these children, they're so happy. Just seeing Santa, seeing the parade, brightens their day. You just see their eyes just wide open. It was amazing.
Wait, so was that this weekend?
Well, they had it this Saturday here in my area, like the Santa Parade, and they had one in Toronto.
Oh, it was Saturday, both Saturdays? Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty incredible. And no, sorry, my mistake. I think it was Sunday. They had a Santa parade in Toronto.
Yeah, because I went to church. Yes, it was Sunday. So yours in Oakville was on Saturday.
It was on Saturday, and I think the one in Metro Toronto was Sunday. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I kind of saw it on the news. But just seeing all these young people and children and families, it was just fantastic. I thought it was great.
I know it's that spirit. My son was actually my little man actually was asking me today if we can put up the decorations early, and it's nice because we start to get re-excited with Christmas coming and stuff like that, and celebrate being with family. And he's born 2 days after Christmas, so he just wants Christmas to go so he can get to his birthday. So
wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's that double exposure. So I can get why he wants to get excited, because then he can start counting down the days.
I don't know about you when you were growing up, but I remember when I was, I grew up in Winnipeg, but some of my family parties or their employment parties was, you lined up, and the companies they'd hire a Santa, and they'd be giving you gifts, and it was just weird for me because I'd be looking at him like, is this real Santa? He came from like the North Pole, right? Just to be with us, and he's like giving gifts for every kid that's like lined up. I thought it was like amazing. I thought it was like one of the highlights of when you were kids, right? So it's like Santa's coming.
Yeah, they don't quite do that anymore, do they?
They don't. It's different now.
Well, you know what? I don't know how it is here because I always go back home for the holidays, and this year I'm going to be here, so I'll be experiencing Christmas here for the first time, and at least that's what the plan for now. It might change, last minute things, but normally when we go back home, I find it very different because back home in Montreal, it's a big thing. Like taking your kid to go and see Santa, depending on what area you're in and the mall that you go to, they have a huge thing. Like they've got like a Christmas carousel going, and it's all like reindeers on the carousel, and then there's like this little path you have to go through, and like it's a whole big, huge, like it takes up the whole center of the mall, and you got to go through all this basically just to get to Santa. And then they have like a couple of extra little rides like the carousel for the kids, And
absolutely,
it's pretty cool. And then and Santa actually gives the kids a little. It's a little toy. Like everybody gets the same thing, but it's like a little elf that they give away.
Yes.
An elf and a candy cane.
Yes. and some of them are chocolates too, right? But it's great because
I haven't gotten that yet. I think
they don't do that anymore.
No, because the kids with the allergies. I mean, allergies is like an epidemic now. So.
Yeah. That's too bad because
it is.
There's so many kids were so happy just getting in line and seeing Santa, right? But
yeah, of course, that's the fun part.
Oh, absolutely. I was like, I don't know what you were like, but I just want to share with the listeners, like, Christmas is a big thing for me. Growing up in a big family would be, Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day too is. We'd wake up like about 6:30, 7 o'clock, and start opening presents. We're like, wow, this is what Santa got me. Socks again. Either socks or gloves or freaking long john. It's like, what? Santa knows we live in a cold place.
You know what's funny though? Like seriously, at one point I used to remember and say, socks, really? That's what you're going to get me? Like that's just like seriously? But then when you sit down and think about it, like I don't know about you, but how often do you really go and buy socks for yourself? Just out of curiosity, like for anybody out there, like how often do you really go and buy socks? So as much as it's funny to receive socks for Christmas, it's like the people around us or the people that love us know the things that we don't really get for ourselves.
Oh, I know.
Either that or they're trying to be cheap. One or the other.
Or they're on a budget, right?
Well, if your feet are warm, maybe, it'll be a good thing. You're not supposed to be cold in the wintertime.
I know. Socks and, what else? I got a couple of pair of boots, but, the things that you need, and not too much of spending a lot of time, like, going to the mall and getting what you need. But, the fundamental basic stuff that you need, like sweaters, long johns, socks.
Just give me a one-piece snowsuit and I'm good. Right?
That's right. But going back